and welcome. My name is Ryan O'Rourke and I hope you enjoy. If you have any questions along the way, please feel free to send me a message here on YouTube or on my Facebook page. I'd be more than happy to help out. So today we are going to begin by painting a stormy landscape. And as always, we are beginning within the sky because it is farthest away from us in the painting and we're going to be layering everything on top of it. Now it's going to be a sky filled with clouds, but lightning is going to be coming through and illuminating portions of it. So right now I'm just blocking in different areas where it's going to be brighter and darker. I'm putting in a lot of layers, just kind of playing with my values, adding more white, adding more black, and trying to get this almost neutral blue. I don't want it to be too vibrant because I want the lightning itself to stand out. Now here you'll notice that I'm beginning to shape the clouds. I'm getting an idea of where I want them. And the bottom of the clouds is going to be in a black here. And it's going to be in a black because the lightning isn't dominantly presented on it. So I'm doing all of that and then I'm blending it back upwards into the clouds. The black will have a sharp edge at the bottom, and then on the top of the cloud it gets into more of a puffy look, and that's where you get a lot more shape. So what we're really doing, we're creating a base, and this base is very dark. It's a black, it's a blue, and even if it is a black right now, I will probably go back in later and lighten it, but I want a large black area to kind of play with and decide how much I want to leave in. Now from there, at the bottom of the black, little pieces of cloud will be sticking out, and so with that in mind, I'm going in with a very small white paint on my brush, and I'm adding on little areas on the top. I'm extending the light where the lightning will be coming from, and I'm doing a lot of this in horizontal strokes upwards, and then doing little bends and creases in them. I want a lot of detail within these clouds. The more detail, the more realistic it will look, and because the sky is the most dominant visual piece of this, you really want to ensure that there's a lot there, that it is interesting and can maintain your interest. So again, here I'm doing a lot of horizontal strokes. I'm using white, I'm using blacks, and I'm kind of trying to blend everything together. Now I'm making sure that there are still sharp edges at the bottom, but I'm trying to create more inconsistencies rather than just having large circles of open light. I'm having very weird organic shapes presenting that. And now you're seeing that we're getting a lot more of a cloud shape within there. We're getting very small clouds that are horizontal. We're also getting these very large voluminous clouds that are taking up and combining a lot of space. Now, moving on from there, you'll notice that I'm still reworking them. We had a lot of black at the start, but I've been going over it and over it and over it, ensuring that we get some really interesting shapes and that there really isn't that much black, because black by itself doesn't normally have a lot of depth. You really want to incorporate more color into that, and so by doing that, by building it all out, you create more depth. And that sounds strange because normally you think black and white as the real proprietors of depth. However, color is so important, and it also makes it a lot more interesting. So from here, again, I'm going back, I'm adding more white into the heart of where the lightning is going to be striking, and I'm blending it down. I'm trying to create a gradient of white from the crisp edge of the black down into that blue, which then turns into a black. It is a gradient. Every time lightning strikes, you're going to have black on the top with some little pieces of white and light in horizontal strokes. And then when that lightning striking, you have a gradient coming down from a white to a blue to a black. It's a process. It's layering, and from there, I'm going to move down into the ground. Now, it's at night, so you're not going to see a lot of trees, and these trees are in the distance, so you're not going to see a lot of detail. So it's really going to be a lot of brown, a lot of green, and a lot of black actually. I also mixed a tiny bit of blue in there as well. And in that little ground portion that was brown, I also mixed blue in that. It's important to take one color from your dominant light source and then imply it in everything else. You want it all to have the same filter almost, and have everything connect and match appropriately. So from there, I'm going down, I'm working into the water, and for the water, I'm starting with a very dark base, and I'm doing a myriad of little horizontal strokes to kind of imply the shape of water. I'm trying to make sure that it's very detailed. I'm breaking up all of the strokes, I'm layering them like stairs, and I'm keeping a lot of black in there still, because I want the sky to stand out more than everything else. So I want the sky to be the brightest thing within the piece. Now, upon layering this lightning, I'm doing that much like I'd layer a tree. I'm doing a lot of sporadic lines that sometimes bend, they cross over each other. The base of it is going to be much wider than the tips. And then you have to remember that this lightning is affecting everything around it, so you also have to go back in and add light to the water as I did there. Now, I hope this helped. If you have any questions, let me know. Thank you so much for watching. I truly hope you enjoyed. And again, if you have any questions, if you got stuck along the way, please feel free to leave me a comment or send me a message on my Facebook page. Also, if you just want to share your work with me and get a little critique out of it, please feel free to send it to my Facebook. I'd be more than happy to look at it with you and talk about your work, and I'd love to see it as well. If you want more of an immediate response or you'd like to share a picture of your work, please feel free to add me on Facebook. I have a link in the description of this video, and you can add me there, ask me questions, and I'd be incredibly happy to help you and walk you through whatever you are working on. Now, if you've enjoyed this video, if you've enjoyed this tutorial, A, I'm very happy. B, please hit that like button and the subscribe button. It really does help me grow this little art community, and I'd be incredibly appreciative if you did. I'm going to release videos weekly, and I just hope you have a wonderful day. So take care, and again, thank you for watching.